Sometimes I feel like there's a war brewing between single gays and open relationship gays. And the monogamous gays, they're doing their own thing.
I have my battle axe.
Every single gay is mad.
Have you ever wondered, am I the Welcome to Who's the a Grindr podcast where every week I get a guest in the hot seat and we go deep, talking dating, sex, and the decisions that keep you up at night. Then we take your calls so we can figure out who's is really on the line. I'm your host, Katya, and nothing gets past me. So pucker up, buckle up, and let's ride this thing till the wheels fall off. Today's guest is a comedian who's been openly discussing his sex life for years on his podcast called Seek Treatment. He's a co-executive producer on Hacks, my favorite show of all time. He produces Overcompensating. He writes on Nobody Wants This. This man has his fingers in everything, and I mean that with respect. Please welcome Pat Regan to Who's the
Thank you for having me.
So, Grindr, are you on Grindr?
I am on Grindr.
Any immediate red flags in a Grindr profile?
When someone's name is read bio, and then you read their bio, there's no pertinent information. It's cool, glad I sat down with this.
And then it says scroll down, and then you scroll down and it says you. It's like stupid. Yeah, read bio, you must, it's like a warning.
To me, it's like you're too Grindr pilled when you have so many rules. I don't like when someone's like, don't tap me. Don't ever tap me.
No tap.
It's like, well, who am I hurting here to tap you?
Yeah, get another app.
If someone sends no picture and just hi, I won't respond because I'm like, what is the deal?
Why the hell would I respond to you? What?
I know. You think I'm a virgin sex addict?
Who's been held hostage and starved, no food in 2 weeks, and anybody.
Do you think it's straight guys that are
yes.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Yes.
The straight guys that are closeted, no offense to anyone, are kind of coming from that mindset of remember when you had never hooked up with a guy and it's all you wanted to do? Mm-hmm. And it's they're in that place going on Grindr and they're yeah, no one cares what anyone looks like. We're all just trying to have sex with a guy.
Yeah. But those are the same types of guys who believe that because they imagine getting in the is a good thing, that their is instantly clean.
Totally.
That's a magic trick that doesn't really work out.
I know, but I feel like every other gay guy I meet, if the subject of preparation comes up, they'll be I've never had a problem. I'm let me talk to your doctor.
The only person I believe that from is Courtney Act from Drag Race, the Australian.
Is that true?
She travels with so many supplements.
Yeah.
Her diet is so regular and impressive, and that's the only person on this planet who
people are out there saying it.
They're full of literally. Have you ever somebody over 60?
I made love to someone who was 63 in the city of Seattle a little while ago, and it was a funny experience.
Why?
Okay, so I went to Seattle for a show, as I'm wont to do, and something about being in a hotel, anything goes.
Okay.
So I was on Grindr, and basically there was a really muscled 63-year-old whose Grindr name was Coach. And at that point, I was this is what we've trained for. This is my Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's no world where this isn't going to happen.
This is your World Cup.
Yeah. And so me and Coach started chatting. And of course, if you're going to make your name Coach, it's
Which sport are you playing though?
I just signed an NIL with Under Armour. Yeah.
You've been traded 6 times in 3 years. You've got a bad knee. Nope.
He was from Florida, I think I could say, and his personality didn't line up with the story I had written for him. And so that was when you've cast someone in something and it's not quite.
The dissonance is deafening.
But he was, this will make me sound egotistical or something.
Great, say it.
Well, it just he was immediately obsessed with me in this crazy way where he kept saying things this connection's insane.
Oh, no.
No. By the way, I haven't spoken yet.
You haven't even opened the door.
He's calling me.
For 63, that's strange.
I know. I told him I would come visit him in Florida. And then also throughout, he kind of kept being when I connect with someone like this, I connect for life.
That is chilling.
But
full body chills.
I'm a people pleaser. So I was me too.
Oh my God.
I was I'm your ride or die, baby girl. It's
you have a tattoo of my own.
We're Bonnie and Clyde. I also get turned off when someone's too into it.
if they're not matching the vibe,
Totally.
like you can do that whole, we're going to be together for the rest of our lives if you're both on the level.
Totally.
You're both delusional.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I am delusional like that with certain people.
But you're not giving him that signal.
No.
What signal are you giving? Nothing.
I'm giving like, I can kind of go into full catatonic state. Yeah. I kind of a lot of times go into full catatonic state. That's what's amazing about me. I have a stand-up joke where I say a video of me having sex looks a lot like a picture of me having sex. Not a ton going on. Put out a sex tape. I thought I sat for a portrait. He was like really into saying things like, well, he was really into nipples.
Okay.
Not mine, his. You can stand mine.
Hated them.
I had to chop them right off.
Yeah, I was like, can you wear these like silicone nipple covers?
No, he was wanting me. People who are into their nipples, they're so aggressive about it. They're screaming at you to touch your nipples.
It's like enough already.
Totally.
Mine are dead. I have
too.
dead nipples. Like they're not even there.
Totally.
There's no difference between here and here.
Me neither.
Or there. Like
Yes.
it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know. And I know people that could get off from it. Just
I
nipple.
do too. I have a friend, very attractive guy. He lightly touches nipples, so like spray everywhere.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like tell me once you're into nipples and then let me do with that what I will.
Yeah, exactly. What is like the best experience on Grindr that you've had, if you can think of it?
When I was getting sober, I like went to live in my parents' basement on Long Island.
Okay.
I would go on Grindr from time to time. And like there was this person, his Grindr name was the Bay Man because he lived near a bay. And he was married, but his partner traveled a lot. He had this house in a really rich town, a really rich area, which I thought was aspirational. We would just have really good sex every once in a while. And it was such an escape because it was like I was living on Long Island, working retail, living like in my parents' basement. And then like getting to escape into the Bay Man's world every like couple weeks. But now I'm remembering about him. His nipples were wired and he was crazy about it. And I remember making out with him at one point and he was like wanting me to bite them really bad. So I was like, okay. And he kept being like, bite it harder, bite it harder. And I was like, if I bite your nipple any harder, it's going to come out. I'm going to bite it off. And I don't want to do that.
These nipples have been tortured. You realize
they're not true nipples anymore.
No, they are like, I don't know what. They're giant skin tags or something.
It's just so funny on Long Island or like suburban places. I remember going to like a guy's house. It was like married straight guy. It's like on a pool table, which was kind of like electric.
Why?
I don't know. Like maybe it was something like somehow like it doesn't count if it's on the pool table.
Scotch guarded or something?
I think
no, I'm just worried about the pool table. Like you could like you can't spill a drink on that thing.
Totally. Yeah. I know.
When did you know that you were gay? Are you gay?
I haven't openly said this, but I will say it on this podcast that I identify as a homosexual male.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Honestly, it's like a death by 1,000 cuts probably, but the real like, well, this was like a non-sexual one, but I remember like when I was in 7th grade, something happened where like I could not speak to boys anymore. Like a boy would talk to me, I couldn't think of a word to say. I was like, it's a different language. I can't. But I would be like making girls laugh so hard. And I would be like, how interesting. But I didn't know enough about culture to know what that meant. Yeah. And I had one friend, this one boyfriend who like, we would watch Romeo and Michelle over and over again. And like he had a sister 2 years older than him. So he like knew more than I did. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And one day we were lying in his basement for like a sleepover. And I was like, we were talking about who we were friends with. And I was like, well, actually, what's so funny is lately what I've been noticing is it's actually really easy to talk to girls, but hard to talk to boys. And he said, well, that would mean you were gay. And I said, well, then clearly I misspoke. And in fact,
did you really say that?
He said that, yeah.
Wow.
And so I was like, oh no. But then also it's like we would have these sleepovers and watch movies and like I remember watching Jawbreaker with him, which we loved that movie, and we would always get Jawbreakers, and we would always say this line, it's hard, like a rock. And it was this trope of the 90s that I missed so much in TV, where it's like any high school, there's one girl who's like ridiculously sexually empowered. Yeah. A full sociopath.
Yeah. And controls everybody.
Yes. I missed that. And so like, Rose McGowan was that girl, and it was like all coming to a head. And Rebecca Gayheart and was like, it's over, Courtney. And Courtney slammed her hand on the locker and goes, I'm petrified. But we just love that line. But anyways, also there's a scene where Rose McGowan invites her boyfriend over and like feeds him an ice pop forcefully feeds him an ice pop while she's like riding him.
Oh, wow.
And he was so hot. And I remember watching that scene and being like,
Something's
this is really
happening.
bad. Yeah. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
That was your Oprah aha moment.
I mean, I was in love with Angel from Buffy. Like, that wasn't even sexual. I was like, I'm just in love with him.
Yeah.
Like, what he's been through. And, like, trying to make it better. Like, trying to redeem himself.
Have you ever seen the feature film Color of Night?
No.
Oh, it made a splash in the early 90s because it had full frontal nudity from Bruce Willis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a 12-minute sex scene in the middle of it where they in the pool, in the bedroom, in the shower, in the dining room table. She ties them up. So it goes on forever. It's a crazy movie, but that was
yeah. That was yours.
They fall in the pool. You see, just like for a flash, side. No, but I mean, you could tell that once it gets, it's something substantial.
Totally.
And if an actor is showing his penis, his real penis, you know that it's going to be adequate to large.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on prosthetic penises?
I don't care. I just don't care. I'm actually not even a huge
why bother?
Totally. I'm not like obsessed with in any case. Like, even when someone sends me a pic, I'm always like, can you send me more of a full body? Like,
I'm more of like a guy. I think it'd be hung like a munchkin and then a huge heated rivalry can.
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't know.
I'm just not like, it's not like my thing.
What is the bare minimum information you need before you like embark on a hookup like via Grindr?
I need enough just to be like, oh, you're not like a crazy person. I always host because I don't like people coming in my space. I mean, I always travel because I don't like people coming in my space.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I'm not running
Free
a hotel.
Agent.
Yeah. I'm like a messy person. I'm just like always convinced there's something about my apartment that I can't see that like betrays that I'm actually disgusting. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
and I won't notice it till I see it through someone else's eyes.
Yeah, and then it's horrifying.
Yeah. I will often leave. Like, I will get there. If I'm not feeling it, I'll be like, oh no, and I'll start kind of shutting down. I will start going with it. But then as soon as they if they're like, I'm going to go grab a water or something, like as soon as like the contact is broken, I can kind of free myself and then I galvanize. And then when they come back, I say,
have you ever bolted without saying anything?
No, but I say this sentence. I say, I'm having anxiety and I have to leave.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my dream to like a massage table, but it's not prearranged. It's like,
of course,
basically the masseuse like would never do such a thing.
Just these circumstances, and your eroticism is so over. Like, it's the Hippocratic oath was breached.
He finds himself quite in love, and so he must risk it all.
It's now or never.
And so I could tell I was getting off work early on Friday, and I was like, I type in LA gay massage, and like that, it has a mix. And so like there was this one guy who was like 6'6", like very, very muscular, whatever. And another guy who also was really hot. The 6'6" guy was like, these are the prices, whatever. For erotic, it's this. For this, it's this, whatever.
Yeah.
The other guy was like, just so you know, it's not erotic. I was like, well, that's what you say now. So I go with him. I go with that guy. He's Russian, like jacked. It was very kind of, coded.
Mm-hmm.
Heated rivalry. And he gives me an unbelievable massage, but nothing actually, by the end, I was like, maybe you're straight.
It's like, how could he resist? The discipline he had to resist me was so impressive.
But I did this crazy thing where I told
Did you start moaning?
No,
Okay.
But I had told the other guy I don't want one. I finished this massage. He says I could use a shower. I shower. In the shower, I get this idea. I get out of the shower. I text the other guy. I'm like, I actually want one right now. And at this point, it's like I was spending like $500 on massage.
Massage hopping.
So it's like I'm in the valley at the first guys. I'm now getting into a car. I live in Silver Lake. I'm now driving to West Hollywood to do back-to-back massages. While I am on my way en route, I get a text from my podcast co-host, Catherine, who says, "Are you in this Google meeting?" And I was like, what? I was like, oh my God, we have a huge meeting right now. So I have to come in to this Google meeting being like, having to create a lie on the spot because I cannot say I'm in transit from a non-erotic to an erotic massage. I should have said I was coming from home. I was like, I'm coming from the doctor.
Yeah.
And they're like, where are you going? I was like, another doctor. I was like, and they're like, are you okay? I was like, I'm totally fine.
Yeah. I'm coming from pedicure. I'm going to get a facial.
You just need to run a few more tests. And so then I got to erotic guy. He was so hot if you look at him. And it just goes to show, it's like, for one, it was like the worst massage ever. It was just like,
It's
And
like, give it up.
The bathroom was like disgusting. And then he starts talking to me about like he was going through heartbreak. So now I'm coaching him. I'm telling him, you know what's been helpful to me? The Untethered Soul. I listened to it on an audiobook. He's like, Untethered Soul, okay.
Oh my God.
Can you text me that? I'm like, sure. And then he tried to hook up. I was like, I don't want to. So I spent like $600 to remain a virgin.
Love that. Erotic massage therapists are never any good.
Totally.
There was like a guy who, it was very kind of ambiguous. He's like, it was not explicitly offered, but it did turn sexy.
Really?
And it was one of the
that
hottest
is the dream.
things ever.
Yeah.
It was like the subtlest, because I am so self-conscious about not being a creep.
Yes, I know.
Because if you cross that boundary and you're on the table,
yes,
I don't know how you would recover from that.
Totally.
I would just like run naked out of the place. You know what I mean?
I know.
But it turned sexy and it was unforgettable. I gave very subtle.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of like a. It's like
no hands.
No, okay.
No hands.
You could do like an accent. I was like, oh, your leg's just there, my hand's just here.
He ended up brushing his against my hand twice.
And it's mesh shorts or something?
It's through shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew.
That you were meant to
It was hammer time, yeah. Okay, we're going to play a little game, or not. Basically evaluating whether these behaviors are acceptable or not acceptable. To someone's Instagram, finishing and then muting them.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't like send them a horrible message, like, I'm done. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Muted now. I was saying not into your content.
Okay. Sleeping with a writer because you want to know what they're working on. Do you sleep with writers?
With writers?
Yeah.
I would sleep with a writer if they begged. Yeah, I have a crush right now who's a writer.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said really.
But I think that it's interesting. I moved here 2.5 years ago from New York. Do you know that?
No, I should have done more research.
You should be able to answer whenever you're trying to get into your social security and which address do you connect with? You should be able to answer all those questions for me. But if I'm going to come to your podcast, be able to get into my social security.
So that's not a very long time to be here.
No.
You haven't been fully radicalized.
No, and I have been back and forth a bunch. But I do think I do clock. For one, it's like there's a different relationship with aesthetics here for sure, which obviously I knew, but
also time.
What do you mean?
I mean, time moves differently over here, significantly.
Yes. And there is a bald networking that happens. And it's that kind of I don't know. It's obviously it's if you're a writer and you're just I don't care if this person likes me or not. I just want to sleep with them. And it's sure. But whenever someone's too covert about their motives.
Yeah.
And telling this, because I also then judge the person where I'm you should be a better writer if you want to make it. You know what I mean? If you're sleeping with this writer, if you're sinking so low as to sleep with a writer to make it, then sweetheart, maybe you don't got what it takes.
They begged. Okay, what about hooking up with someone in the industry and then seeing them in a pitch meeting the next day and not saying a thing?
I think that is decorum.
It's like Working Girl.
Totally.
He carried her home, did not do anything to her.
Yeah.
Then shows up, I think, whatever.
I don't remember that movie.
Harrison Ford, Melanie Griffith.
No, I know of it. But to be gay successfully, it's you have to have seen so many movies.
And I don't want to watch Mean Girls and I don't want to watch Disney movies.
Oh, Mean Girls is unbelievable.
But I'm a Heather's girl.
But you could be both. I'm a Heather's girl.
I just can't get past the I'm from Africa.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Africa is enormous. Where? Specifically?
I never considered that as a critique of Mean Girls.
As a writer. It's care to elaborate on which country? Is it war-torn? Is it tropical? What? Come on. Anyways,
totally.
Sending a nude from your hotel gym because the lighting was too good to waste.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, why not? I know who wrote this, some pilgrim.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very shamed.
Someone you don't respect because they were hot and you wanted to see if you'd respect them afterwards.
I think as long as it's all on the table, or if it's just sex.
Yeah. Going home with someone after your set only because they laughed the hardest at your jokes, but I feel like that's
I don't like that is the worst to me.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever I made out with someone who had been at a show, and it was because he was yeah, I don't know your stuff, but my girlfriends wanted to go to this. And
that is cool. Literally the hottest thing I could imagine somebody saying.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but my girlfriend loves you.
Yeah, yes.
Realizing mid-hookup that you've already hooked up with this person before and not saying anything. That would be a little strange.
Yeah, but I would get in my head of well, do they remember? I would blame myself.
Yeah.
I would be like, I guess I mean nothing to them.
But nobody can remember names very well.
Totally. I'm terrible.
But everybody is.
Yes.
Like, have you ever heard somebody say, I'm excellent at remembering names?
No.
No. Declining a second date because the sex was good, but the pillow talk was unbearable.
Oh,
Well, I don't think that's an
no, it's like
No.
we all have such limited time. Like we can't be going on second dates with people when it's not there. But the sex being good is interesting.
Verbally, there's not that there, but
Yes.
there's a physical chemistry that is like red hot.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, wait a minute. And then I start to judge myself for someone that's really done. I don't know.
If the sex isn't good enough to cancel out that you don't like them, or sometimes it's a kindness because maybe the person likes you and then you're kind of like using them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Keeping a notes app ranking of everyone you've slept with this year.
Yeah, that to me is very, it's not like necessarily because it's like who's it hurting, but also it's just to me it's so like aughts boy, like toxic. Like
it is like I have to lose my virginity before prom.
It's so like body count culture.
I have never understood that.
On like Love Island, sometimes they'll make them like say their body counts, and some of my guys would be like 300. I'm like,
Also,
how do you know?
And how would you trust? Why would you trust anybody on a show like that to tell the truth?
Yes.
And even if they're telling the truth, who cares?
I know.
Because like nobody to me means, well, you're not experienced.
Yes, but I think it's very straight coded, where it's like I think straights like each other to be kind of like very puritanical.
You kind of can't win because it's like you really don't know what you're doing or you ran through.
There's a happy medium. Where like I don't care about body count, but I would say like you shouldn't be in a diaper. You know what I mean? No offense to anyone, of course, ever.
I think it's tough. Before 50, you have trapdoor.
Is that going to recover?
No.
No, are you serious?
It is often irreparable.
Well, I hope
there is a butthole doctor in New York that everybody goes to.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I feel like there's all these things lately. It's like hole talks and like, let's make our holes look really good. I'm like, it's a little lipstick on a pig at a certain point, I think. It's never going to look that good.
It's an All right, would you like to listen to some sordid tales?
I would love to hear some sordid
Thank
tales.
God. Now that we're loose, it's time to go deeper. We set up a voicemail line for Grindr users to confess their situations and ask us who's the People have been calling, people have been sharing. Some of you have been busy, so let's open wide and take a look. Hello?
So I'm from Tennessee, and this kid's like, pick me up after I get off work. So I go to Ichiban, and he comes out, and he's like, all right, get in my car. We're going to go get some lottery tickets. That was the first red flag, right? So we go to this gas station. He gets a bunch of lottery tickets, and he's like, okay, now we're going to go swimming. It's like the hottest day in summer, right? So we go to this house, and he's like, just jump over the fence, and we'll just go swimming in the backyard. No. I'm like, okay, this is weird. So we get to the backyard, above ground pool, super I look in it, and there's a dead floating rat. I'm like, dude, there's a dead rat in your pool. He's like, oh, can you get that out for me? So I grab the thing by the tail and throw it across the yard. I'm like, what the is going on? Why did I let this guy drive me here? And he's like, oh, we have to go. I look, and there's someone inside the house. This pool wasn't even this dude's pool. He had jumped the fence of some random person and has having me swim in some nasty rat pool. What it even is. So I said, dude, take me home right now. Well, you haven't even done the scratchers. I'm like, take me home. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
I think that's the funniest. That is by far the best one we've ever had. I don't care. It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Wow. So I don't think it's a question of who's the.
Yeah, I think he's probably.
The scratchers
some classism around the above ground pool.
Oh yeah, a little bit of snobbery.
That's something I can't tolerate.
Do you think that guy would have shared any of the winnings had he struck gold?
I don't think
so either.
And also, like, this person, it seemed, I think many listening might have realized earlier on in the story.
That wasn't like a red flag. It was more like red spray paint in your eyes.
I know. But then the reveal of like it wasn't his pool. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. We had to hop the fence to his own house. Okay, another one. Hello?
So this one I feel really annoyed at. Most of us have ghosted people. Couple in counters here and there, coffee, dinner, hookups. You get it. This guy got 2. Both were sleepovers. The next morning, I get a text message. It was a photo of my Apple Watch. I had left it there. I have no idea how it came off. I could guess. Anyway, I still have not claimed it. There is an Apple Watch in my Amazon cart right now.
Do they want us to buy it for them?
I
don't understand what just happened.
It was a little bit like in a
explain this to me?
movie where the killer calls the police. And it's like a riddle, and you have to like figure it out. It's like, God, okay, Amazon Watch, go search the records for Amazon Watches. I think.
Wait, I don't understand.
I think he's saying like, this is my interpretation of the piece, is that he's had this kind of a couple hangouts with this guy. He's given this guy two.
Yes. Yep.
And during the second that he's administered,
the watch flew off.
The watch fell off. And I think that was him being a little coy. Like, I don't know how it happened.
I can't imagine how that ever would have taken place.
Oh, wouldn't you love to know? It was like him. And then like, and so now.
It's a wild technique. This is out of this world.
And so I think that like he's saying, I want to ghost this guy, but he has my Apple Watch.
You either pay the toll.
He's acting like getting his Apple Watch is a favor to the other person.
Yeah.
It's like, get your Apple Watch.
Get it or don't.
Yeah. You're the
sucked his
totally.
Twice.
Yes.
Just say, okay, great, I'll come pick it up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You don't have to him.
And also, it doesn't seem like the guy is being like, he's saying, I have your Apple Watch. He's sending a picture of the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Which
it's not a ransom like, I have your daughter.
The way it was presented out, it did seem like, I got a picture of my Apple Watch. And there's no way he could have known where that was.
I thought it was going to be, I got a picture of myself sleeping in my own home.
Totally.
You know, something creepy like that.
But he's being kind of like, you forgot your Apple Watch.
Yeah, he's doing a nice thing.
Yeah. And also kind of no one's in because there's no contention in any of this. Like, they're not in a fight.
Yeah, exactly. We need more conflict.
Can't be an because he's done literally nothing wrong. I don't even know that this person's an but like, there's no conflict.
Everybody's great.
Story. Yeah.
If you want to figure out if you're an call us at 510. And now, a word from our sponsor. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your top can't get. Now what do? You take the green pill to get him ran through. WoodWork. ED meds from Grindr. If your main goal is to get that hard pole to slam through that hole, WoodWork. Online assessment, licensed clinicians, ED meds delivered to your door in individual packets, discreet enough to slip in your pocket before you go out. WoodWork. Hard just got easy. Results may vary based on an individual's specific health status. Medication prescriptions are provided by licensed medical providers upon their determination of medical appropriateness and necessity and may not be suitable for everyone. Individuals should consult a healthcare professional before using or starting any erectile dysfunction prescription medications. WoodWork. One day, the softness will end. Have you ever been
I don't know. It's like in hookup situations, I'm pretty like...
What about ghosting?
Ghosting I'll do. I just
What's
did
your
something where it
policy?
was like, I kind of performatively did like boundaries to someone, but in a way that was like, I agreed to go on a date with this person. We connected on Grindr first, and then he was like, let's go to Instagram. And he had said his job, and I Googled him and his job, and I was like, oh, it's this name with this job. And I realized more specifically what his job was. And you know, when your brain links something where it's like, I've considered if this person's attractive to me before, and we must have talked on some other app forever ago.
Okay.
So he wants to move to Instagram. I go, sure. And he was, I will say, doing certain things where it was like, you know, mentioning things that he didn't have to mention that betrayed that he was actually quite wealthy. And I was like, great, good for, I'm so happy for your lifestyle.
Love that you have money.
But then, you know, his Instagram was a bit of an ick for me. I go to stories. He's shared a series from this random, like, gay AI animation page, like these animations that are like swelling emotional music, and it's animated. It's like older older gay men like kissing under umbrellas animated.
I unfortunately know exactly what you're
and
talking
the video
about.
is like, they tried to erase us, but our love was stronger than their hate. We will always be here, no matter what you do. We love one another, and we're strong together. So no matter what you say, we will always be here queer and in love with one another. And it's just like, I was like, oh my God.
I would rather get chemically castrated.
I don't need you to be funny, but you can't be humorless. You can't like not know that it's so ridiculous to share something like that.
Yeah. There is a particular type of like person who kind of, they want to be funny.
Totally.
Really bad.
Yes.
And it's like, just stop.
If I wasn't funny, I would never try.
Oh, no. Yeah, I would just be.
Totally. You wouldn't hear me talk.
I would, everything about my body would be just like, just to perfection as much as I could. And then I would never speak a word.
Totally.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm like, I'm going to go on a date with this person. I don't know why.
What's wrong with you?
It was like anthropological. I was like, who is this person? Like, I'm kind of interested in this right now. And also like the way he was posting was a lot of like, I'm at a gallery. And I have noticed this type of gay man in Los Angeles where it's like moneyed. And it's like, I actually like go to galleries and collect art.
Culture.
And I know different architects. And how about that? And I'm interested in studying them. Now, I'm being kind of because it's like, I know I don't like this person.
Yeah.
But I would have sex with him like in a pool, I decided.
Above ground? Or
a pool filled with rats. For some reason, like a pool was part of it. So I was like, I can get off on like getting by someone I find disgusting. Do you know what I mean?
That old grandpa I just told you about off camera?
Totally.
Horrifying. Loved it. Actually,
but it's like the pool had to be part of it because a part of the fantasy I've written, I guess, is like, you're rich enough to have a pool. And for that reason, I'm giving you the best night of your life. But also at the same time, then I saw we had a mutual friend. Someone's like, oh, I know his ex-husband literally stepped out of a movie.
Oh.
But then we're going to get dinner. We were going to get drinks. And it was like going to be after he was leaving at dinner. And then I kept checking in. And then he was like, bub. He kept calling me bub.
Bub?
He goes, bub, I'm not going to make it tonight. I go, whatever. He reschedules. I say yes. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. We say we're going to see each other at 7 another night. I text at like 11 a.m. and I'm like, are you still on for 7? No answer. I'm like, animated gay eye meme page is ghosting me.
That's a blow.
I move on. I move on with my life. And I'm so satisfied. And I'm really fulfilled within myself. Then, a couple weeks later, on Grindr, I get a message from this, like, really hot picture. And he's like, hey, we have no chat history. And we start talking, and he's like, we were supposed to meet up, but I totally dropped the ball. And I was like, oh, like, I don't have our history. Like, do you have any other pictures? So then he sends his old pictures. I'm like, oh, you're that guy. And I say, are you blank? Are you this? And he's like, yeah. And then I say the sentence, which is so, it's like out of, like, one of those, like, women on Instagram. That's like, this is how you stand up for yourself. And I go, hey, since there's been a last-minute cancel and a ghost, I don't think I'm feeling it anymore. It's just a boundary I have. No hard feelings, I hope. Exclamation point, which is like, it's just so not my voice. It's like really funny because it's also like, as though I'm protecting myself, but also it's like, I don't care about this person. But I'm just like, I'm not going to like let you take another night. And he goes, I seem to remember you canceling too. But if that's a boundary, it's a boundary. And he blocks me on everything. So we're both the kind of.
Yeah, I've recently learned if I'm just looking for sex, I won't go to Instagram.
Yeah, totally.
There's too much that'll turn me off, and I don't want to be a snob.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
You know, if there's like a lot of posting about Wicked or something,
yes.
It's great. I'm so happy that you love that.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Wait, so how do you know about the gay AI animations? You've seen them around.
I've seen them. For some reason, it's like two hot Santas.
Yes.
Like brawny guys with beards, and it's a horrible animation, and they're like, they go to kiss, but it doesn't.
With like Nick Jr. level writing VO under
it.
Like
that I haven't
Seventh Heaven
seen.
coded, like.
That's up.
Yeah.
That's really up. Have you ever dated a true I can't imagine you have.
It's so hard to know. This is what it's like. It's so hard to know after something ends what it even was.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, well, I hate you now, but I did really like you at one point. Yeah. But now I think you should die. So it's like, were you I don't know. When I burned down my house for you like 6 weeks ago, absolutely. Yeah. Do I think you're a loser? Of course.
Yeah. Like, do I want you in that house now? Yes.
It's hard to know if I've dated enough.
Yeah, I can fall in love in like 12 seconds.
I can become obsessed with someone. It's very about me. It's like, if this person liked me, how would that feel? And it's like, it's like their humanity ceases to exist. And it's like, you're now a validation robot that I will press the button and you will make me feel amazing. And if you don't, there will be how to pay. And if you don't, I'm going on the Grindr podcast and saying you're an
And your full name is...
Yeah, I keep doing this bit where I'm like, because I'm like, I need to take a break from dating. So it's like, when I think about it right now, it like literally gives me nausea because it gets so intense for me sometimes, where I have such a ruminating mind or whatever. But I also think that sometimes that's because of the people I seem to choose.
Yeah.
But I keep saying, I'm like, I'm not dating for 6 months. But now I've changed that to this bit where I say, I'm dating myself for 6 months and I'd love for you to meet my partner.
Oh my God. That should be on the AI video. Oh, do you have any dating advice? Because I don't think I've ever really dated.
I don't know that I do. Like, I think I'm really bad at it. It's 0 or 100 is like, and it's like, if I go on a date and I don't feel anything, I'm very good at not even ghosting. I guess it's like, is it a ghost if you go on one date and you're like, this wasn't something for me?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Silence speaks volumes.
Totally. It's like, and if I go on a date with someone and they're not feeling it, I don't need them to be like, I am not feeling it and here's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need notes.
No, exactly. My friend who is like a psychic, whatever, she worked in Salem as a witch. And so she did tarot card readings and all this stuff. She said 99% of the people who came in just needed a book. He's not that into you.
Yeah.
He's just not that into
totally.
you.
Well,
that's all it was.
That's always when I visit the divine, is when I'm like, you know, I do think clarity is such a kindness. That's my advice. Be very clear with people because when something's ending and like it's really unclear, it really tortures someone.
Yes, when I was fired from a tea shop with this secret lesbian plot to like, it was a whole, like, I never got clarity. I was accused of stealing $2,000 and I fired from this tea shop that I worked at, and the managers were secret lesbians. And nobody knew except me, and it was like a whole thing.
And that's exactly
I never got clarity. Lindsay and I don't even remember her name, so I guess it's been that long.
So much.
Yeah, it's like just move on.
Yeah, just move on. It's like, and I have to remind myself that like I'll get caught up in it, but wait, like it should have been like this. But I think just always like don't ever get too excited about anything is my new thing. It's like no one's telling. Everyone is. I think brain chemicals are so real. I think when you're having sex with someone, everyone's essentially high on like the feel good
100%.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so like people say whatever the hell they want.
Oh yeah.
Because it's fun to say. You know,
I've actually done this where I'm like, I ask them if they're into romantic role play.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's so
role play.
Yes.
Not real.
Totally.
Even though for me it's real.
Yeah.
So like, but it's a great little like what do you call a crush or something? It's like an out. It's like, because even though I'm saying this and I want to say it and I feel it, I know it's not real.
Totally. Wow, that is so.
That's
smart.
the best thing I could think of. And also, somebody told me this: when you go on a first date, be a 7 or an 8.
What do you mean?
Like, don't be your best self.
Oh, interesting.
Don't give them 10 out of 10 because it's all downhill from there.
If I meet someone from like, you know, I meet online or something, and then like, I'm quite discerning. But if I am like out in the world and I see someone and there's a spark, that person will not see the last of me until every shred of my dignity is in the fire. And if I get away and I realize I still have a shred, I'm going back to the fire to make sure it's in.
I'm the same way. It is like, well, I feel like it's so uncommon.
I don't like people so often, which I'm sure everyone says, where it's like, it's so hard to find someone you genuinely like or I look for this excitement. That's what I'm actually really looking at. It's like, I seem to look for excitement. Often I'm excited because like, it's very unclear if the person likes me. And that's what's exciting. And that makes it so that I'm always dating someone who probably doesn't like me. You know what I mean?
You know what? That is actually a mirror to gambling addiction.
Totally.
I just recently learned it's fascinating that because gambling is so addictive, more so than crack.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're going to get high.
Yes. Yes.
And that dopamine payoff, the schedule is so irregular that it makes it that much stronger. That's fascinating.
There's nothing like it.
The rush. You can't beat the rush.
And I always end up in things with other addicts where it's like,
who's the crazier one?
Yes. And it's always me. And like the high always wears off for them. Or someone's going to stop getting high first.
Then it becomes fatal attraction.
Totally.
The bunny gets boiled.
Yes.
The wife starts screaming. Yeah. Describe in 3 words.
Oh, God.
3 hookups. Describe the 3 good ones with 3 words each.
Okay. Well, I'll say illicit.
They're all going to be like Cinemax movie titles.
Sensuous.
Yeah. Illicit Confessions, Part 2.
Anticipatory. And feral.
Oh, wow.
Was one.
Okay.
That's going to be so hard for multiple ones.
Or no, just do the worst one now with 3 words.
Okay, the worst one. Okay. Worst one is like, you know, classic, like awkward, smelly.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like claustrophobic.
Oh,
yeah, I know. Another thing. hot temperature-wise.
Oh, God.
That's like how you make me throw up. It's
Yeah. That's the kiss of death.
Yeah. Are you good at like once things starting, if you're not feeling it, being like, I got to get out of here?
I need to be better about it. I was with 2 guys, and it was very clear that they were never going to get my penis.
Even working together?
Yeah. Somehow working together made it worse.
Yeah.
Like 2 wrongs don't make a right. And it was like a perfect example of how a picture can be so deceptive, because they were like, no, very like, I was like, oh yeah.
Totally.
Not like, but like, oh yeah.
Just like physical attraction, it's like, there are so many people that it's like, if I saw a picture of them, I would be like, whatever. But then for whatever reason, like when the chemistry is there, it's like, you can ruin my life.
100%. There's this guy, I can't even remember his face.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him. And I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup.
Yeah.
It was so red hot. It was like, we're both like, what the Like, it was kind of insane. But if I had to like rate him on a scale, I know that's like vulgar and reductive, 5.
Totally.
You know, just like middle of the road.
Just when it works for whatever reason.
Yeah. Why haven't you done a special yet?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't. I mean, I'll be clear. No one at any streaming service has like called me up and be like, hey, do you want to do
it? Yeah. Where's the special?
But I'm sure I could, like, in the world, in the way where it's like, sometimes it feels like everybody has a special. I'm like, well,
it's not very special.
Totally. Yeah. And every once in a while, one will come out. I'm like, well, if they could have one, like, I think like when I first was coming up in comedy, it felt like every special had to be this sort of, forgive me for saying it, but like humorless exploration of identity.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I mean? Like that era of like the Netflix special that was like, I'm taking down, with this jokeless special, I will take down the following groups.
Of humorless treatise on whatever.
Yes. And I just didn't have an interest in like a TED Talk. I hope I don't sound like derisive. And then it's like, you know, I do an hour all the time, but like maybe I'm like a little in my head about it. I never feel like, oh, this is the hour, that's my hour. Oh, the other thing too is I'm disgusted by all my material at this point because I've never done a special. Nothing's ever been burned. So like any joke I've ever thought of, like, it's on the table. But at the same time, sometimes it feels like I don't have a single joke. But like I'll be on stage in a random city, like saying a joke, and I will know in my heart, like, I did this joke for the first time in 2015, and I am now in Seattle saying it as though it's like
in 2025.
Yeah. And so it's like that, and I can't even tell if it's funny anymore. It's too much of a hodgepodge. It's too unwieldy now. I almost, if I was to do a special, I'd have to like pretend everything's off the table and be like, I'm gonna start building an hour right now, which true comics do. Like true comics are always like building hours from scratch.
What is it like working for Hacks?
It was so fun. It was my first job with season 1 of Hacks. It was in summer of 2020.
I love the show so much.
Thank you so much.
It's so great. I hate comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't like comedies that much. I want to cry.
Yeah.
But it's just so good. And it was like, so fabulous. For
5 or 6 years, like, so many just different circumstances of my life changed. But that was like always Hacks comes back from May to October. And I don't think I realized, because it was my first job, how rare it is to be like, oh, I have this job that I just know is always coming back for 5 seasons. Is like crazy.
Do you ever get regretful about oversharing, like on a podcast or whatever?
Constantly.
I do too, and I won't shut the up.
I know. It's ruining my life. It's like, my podcast is not a big podcast. Like, I get annoyed that I'm like, if this is going to ruin my life this much, like, I should be getting more from it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, we have like 20,000 listeners or something. It's like just enough that like I'll ruin my life, but not enough where I'll have any financial gain. And so I'm like, why do we do that? I'm always like, why do we do this? Like, there's so many times people come up to me like, oh, I heard you said this in the podcast. And I was like, at this point, I don't remember what I say. So I'm like, certainly I wouldn't say that publicly. And they're like, well, you did.
Well, you did.
Like,
and here they pull it up on their phone.
Even like I went to a general meeting a couple weeks ago, and it's like, oh, shit. This will be something I'm like, why did I say that?
We're talking about the thing that we shouldn't be doing.
This is the moment where it's like, where I'm like, just say it anyways. I think that piece of my brain is what needs to be studied, where it's like, I know.
Do it.
But I'm just like, I said so much stuff. You know, you're going to a general meeting, you're trying to be, it's like, this is the real disease, is like, you're trying to be interesting. Or it's like, I do have an earnest desire to express the psychosis that I'm always experiencing. I said a lot of specifics about something, and then I'm walking out, his name I'm thinking, and I'm like, oh, I've heard that name before. And I'm like, oh my God, dear friends with someone I was talking, like, dear friends. And I'm like, if I could light myself on fire, I would. If I had a match, I would look. If I had a button that was like, if I press this right now, he dies, I would have pressed it. Because I'm like, then no one will know.
You could continue living without any...
But maybe I'm like, don't include it. I don't even know. Because I'm like, what if he listens to this and then it's been, but sometimes you just have to like let it go.
It's a cycle. Yeah. It's like, I'm a piece of
yeah.
Period.
I'm writing a book and that's been really hard because it's like a memoir and essays. And that's been like, I would say that's the...
Don't ever include anybody who's alive.
Well, I have to.
You can't. You will regret it.
Well, I don't know what to do. It's been really hard.
Make it up.
Yeah. What if I don't name them?
Yes, well...
But it's like, of course, it's like supposed to be about like...
Just remember, I speak from personal experience.
Yeah.
It'll be there forever.
Oh, God.
Forever.
I don't want to do it anymore.
The Dewey Decimal System just never dies.
Oh, I got to figure it out.
Hopefully you have a good editor, because be careful.
Oh, God, you're scaring the...
You should be terrified.
Yeah. Have you had a lot of fallout?
There's been some obvious, like, what the were you thinking? And who let you do that? And why is it printed? And Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Oh God.
But I'm not Danielle Steele, so who cares?
Yeah, well, I'm just like, no one will read my book.
That one person will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who would you, do you have like a celebrity crush?
Of course. Like, of course.
Who's like your top 5?
Who are my big ones?
What's your dream you look like?
I don't like an...
I don't either.
I'm like one-on-one. It's mano-y-mano.
People really get into sex parties.
I know.
It's wild.
I'll always remember this like quote. I heard this person say, it's like, I was on Fire Island and someone came back from like a night out and he was like, yeah, it was crazy. I went to this party after and it was like turned into kind of an in a hot tub. And like, I was kind of like the main top of the orgy. And so I was like, cool. I just am not into it.
The logistics are too like baffling to me. I don't. Also, I could deal with being like the ugly duckling, but if someone else was, I would be like, oh let's just go somewhere. Let's just somewhere and get coffee or whatever. I feel so bad. You know what I mean? Like,
but you even in this fantasy, you wouldn't have sex with them.
No. Yeah, like, you're disgusting, but let's go talk. Yeah, it would be like that would be just harrowing.
I know.
The pecking order, like.
Yes, for me, it's a lot about the erotic is so attached to
it's us, and
totally.
It's like, I mean, it's like get that other. Why is there a third party?
Yeah, it's like, okay, what are those two doing? Like,
I mean, it's a talent. I mean, I really admire people. I know a couple or throuple. I hate that word, but that's what they are.
Yeah,
2 of them been together for 10 years, and the 3 of them been together for like 5 or 6 years, very happily.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
I know.
It's impressive.
Do you know? Sometimes I feel like there's a war brewing. Sometimes I feel like there's a war brewing between single gays and open relationship gays, and the monogamous gays, they're doing their own thing.
I have my battle axe.
Every single gay is mad right now.
Really?
Because as I like go to write my New York Star column, I can't help but wonder. Yeah. I'm just, as I talk to my friends, like there is a tenor of growing, because it used to be, back in the day, back when I was getting my start, that once you don't like have sex with each other anymore, and there's no sort of that is dead, I think then sometimes you would break up.
Yeah.
But we now live in a world where there's actually no reason to ever break up unless you like hate each other.
Right, because you can anybody you want.
You'll just go cause romantic trauma to the single people and then come back and enjoy Netflix with your partner. And so no one becomes
they're a roommate.
Yes.
Essentially.
There's quite a few couples I know that are like, it's like essentially platonic, but they're like, why would we break up? We have a dog and everything. And it's like, well, okay.
Oh my God. I've been the third
party.
And I get it. Yeah, I get it too. It's you say it's convenience. It's like, oh my God, it'd be so much work to just split.
And there's a certain, it's like, we love each other. It's like, of course you do. I love a lot of my friends.
Yeah, I love all my friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live with any of them. But the one thing I find like completely unacceptable is 2 people on the same couch on Grindr.
Yes.
Looking for different people.
This isn't, I don't want this to be construed as like an argument for monogamy. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's like there's a tension in the air.
Yeah. I'm like shouting for monogamy. Never had it. Like, never had a relationship.
Totally.
So it's like, like, why would anybody listen to me? Like, this,
I mean, yes. The dream, of course, this is next week in the New York Star, is like, is this possible? Where it's like, you are sexually attracted to someone in perpetuity. And I don't know if that's real, but the open relationship with people will tell you that it's not. And that's why what they're doing is good.
Right.
I don't know.
If you have as many layers of compatibility as possible, and as I grew up, I realized there were more layers like financial compatibility.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Ugh,
I
that
know.
sucks.
Financial compatibility could either mean you both have a lot of money, or it's like the one has a lot of money, but they love to pay.
But then I couldn't help but wonder, what am I like? am I generous or am I a pay pig?
Totally.
And
I know.
I have to just like you cannot date young, broke people.
Yeah, totally.
What if you're dating someone for 6 weeks and everything is going really well? You only see him once a week.
Yeah.
So 6 dates, but it keeps getting better and better and better. What if his profession was kind of like implied some kind of ethical, moral
this is my
darkness?
My toxic quality is like,
you would date a hedge fund like guy, like no problem.
Like it would be like, there's a part of me that's excited about like, oh God, if I brought this guy to a party, my friends would hate it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's like there's part of it.
It's
like
titillating.
There's something where it's like someone so different from, I seem to get really drawn to people who are from like very different worlds, and it's alien. And then that creates a dynamic where it's like, I want to get into your world. I'm pawing. I have a lovely world, but I can't stand it. I'm like, get me out of here. Well, you're a random world, let me in. I'm pawing at the door, and then you're kind of controlling if I'm in it.
I actually think that's great. You go to work, I have no idea what you do. Or no, I'm not idea, but like, I want you to be so different.
Totally.
Like, and that to me is attractive.
It's so attractive when someone's
Shop
so
talk
different
is
than
for
me.
friends. Because also competing with somebody professionally that, or like, if even there's like a whiff of that,
There's
it's really
there's
tough.
nothing worse.
Who is, would you date a circus clown?
No.
Okay. My aunt dated a circus clown once.
And
you can say that.
and so would I. I feel like such a clown. I'm drawn to anyone who seems like serious.
Okay.
Like you read nonfiction.
Would you date?
I read my gay little novels.
Okay, so World War II obsessed guy who's actually he killed somebody.
Okay, what's his job though?
He's the CFO of a hedge fund.
Yeah, I would.
But he murdered
someone
20 years ago.
Yeah.
He has done a lot of work. He did some time, but it was it's a little murky.
I think
it's manslaughter.
Yeah. I have to be honest. Like, I'm on a podcast, right? Like, why be here if I'm not going to be honest, right?
Who hasn't killed someone? And you're like, whatever.
No, it's like my brain. I'm not even in a hypothetical. It's like, no. I could be like, no, I wouldn't. I don't think you should murder anyone. But what I know would happen, I would like fall in love with him based on like whatever. And then when I found out, my brain would start doing this thing where I'm like, of course, like, I get it. Like, I get why he did it. And like, you know. And
you would be a murder apologist.
That's why what we have is so special, right? Like, I would become it's bad.
I'm so sick that I would probably fall more in love with him.
Totally. I'd be like, you're dark and twisted.
You love the killer.
Thank you for sharing it with me. Thank you for trusting me to share it.
And you're the one that's going to like lead him into the light. It's like,
totally.
Oh my God. You were the best.
You were so wonderful.
You made everybody just look like a boring dog.
I hope so. I came into this from a competitive angle, and I wanted to really make people look stupid here today.
Where can people find you online?
They could find me on my Instagram account. I have like not that many followers.
We really need to boost your socials.
Yeah. It's at Pat Reegs, PATREEGS.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main place.
Podcast?
Oh, and I have a podcast with Catherine Cohn, a very funny comedian who does have several specials. Mm-hmm. And that is called Seek Treatment with Kat and Pat. And we talk about boys, sex, dating, and love.
Cheers. All right. Thank you so much for being on Who's the...
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Have a lovely day.
You too.
Okay. Goodbye.